One morning, a man who woke up with sadness and hopelessness continued to fight every moment of his life. His eyes were tired because he had spent the whole night working until the first light of the morning. He was a salesman in a small shop in the city. He lived every day for very long hours with little income, but he still hoped to do better one day. Today would be exactly the same. Everything seemed normal, but there was something. Today was a day when everything in his life would change. As he passed by the luxury shopping mall, something inside him forced him to go there. Maybe after all these years of struggle, he had found an opportunity. He really wanted to see a place where he could dream of a good life in a luxury store. Because even when he was going to work in the morning, he sometimes imagined himself in another world, in another life. But today, he had to manage to enter that luxury store. He had to make another dream come true. He gathered his courage to go inside and took a step. However, the eyes of the security guard inside noticed him immediately. The salesman's outfit did not match the elegance there. His clothes were old, his face was pale, and he clearly reflected his poverty. Suddenly, the security guard said with a cold expression, "I'm sorry, I can't let you enter such a fancy store." The salesman stared in surprise. He couldn't believe it for a moment. "But I just want to see something," he muttered, his voice trembling a little. The security guard took a step forward. "This store is only for certain customers. You have no place here." The salesman bowed his head in shame and started to turn back. In his mind, he had always looked at the windows of this store, dreamed of it, but now he was forbidden to enter. His dreams were shattered once again. But at that moment, something happened. He heard a strangely familiar voice right behind him. A man approached the security guard and stopped. That man, unexpectedly, was Donald Trump. Yes, that great businessman, the world-renowned figure, was there. And Trump, without hesitation, came to the security guard and looked at him and asked, "Why aren't you letting this man in?" The security guard froze. Trump wasted no time in turning to the salesman and taking a step towards him. "Everyone here has equal rights, regardless of their appearance," he said. This sentence echoed throughout the store. Everyone was wondering what was going to happen. The store employees, customers, and the security guard all focused on Trump with astonished looks. Trump turned to the salesman and smiled. "I'll give you a chance," he said. The salesman was stunned and couldn't answer. What did Trump mean? Trump called the store manager over, gave him a VIP card, and handed it to the salesman. "From now on, every time you enter this store, you will be greeted as a VIP customer," he said. At that moment, all the burdens inside the salesman disappeared. Trump wasn't just handing him a card, he was also honoring and valuing him. For the first time in his life, someone had evaluated him not just by his appearance, but by seeing the person inside. This moment was revolutionary for the salesman. In an instant, that poor man was proudly walking through the doors of the luxury store. But more importantly, the value Trump gave him would make him a completely different person in life. From that day on, the salesman did not let anything in the store or in his life stop him. Trump's simple but powerful move made him realize that he could not be judged just by his appearance. At that moment, the store employees and everyone around him were affected by this incident. Trump's move deeply shook not only that salesman, but also the entire store. That moment showed that sometimes, in order for someone to realize their dream, they just need to make someone feel that they care. This move was not just a matter of giving a card. It was about a person regaining their honor in their life, their hopes being revived, and a hero changing the world by touching the life of an ordinary person. From that day on, that salesman could enter every store, he entered every shop, but most importantly, he felt stronger and more valuable than ever, remembering the trust and courage Trump gave him with every step he took. Now he had dreams too, and his dreams were not limited to just entering a store. His dreams began to grow to leave a mark on the world and make a difference.